I'm back. Today I'm going to talk about the time that I went to the convent. A few years ago, I met an oblate with the Sisters of St. John the Divine, an Anglican convent in Toronto. Yes, there are Anglican nuns. But first, what is an oblate? So I'm going to read from the little pamphlet about what an oblate is, so just bear with me for a minute. An oblate. Oblates are Christian women who discern a vocation to make a self-offering to God alongside and in partnership with the Sisterhood of St. John the Divine. This self-offering includes a life of prayer, liturgical, ancestry, and contemplative, and service both to the sisterhood and to the oblate's local community. And so, about this oblate. The oblate told me about the Sisters of St. John Divine, and I love community. And I spent 7 years living in a Christian community in Chicago. That's another story, a whole other story. And because I'm religiously curious, of course, I became curious about the sisters. And so I knew I had to go meet them, and I decided to go to one of the many retreats that the sisters offer. And I will share a link in the description to the sisters' webpage, and you can check out all of the retreats that they offer, because they're all fantastic. Anyway, I went on a retreat, all ready to figure out the sisters and to satisfy my curiosity. That is not what happened. My curiosity grew. The retreat was amazing, but really, it only furthered my curiosity about the sisters. And so each summer, the sisters put on a program called Women at a Crossroad, and it's a 3.5-week discernment program for Christian women. And because my curiosity had already been piqued, I decided to apply to the program, and I figured this would be my opportunity, not only to discern things in my own life, but to get a glimpse of the sisters and into their lives. So I applied to the program, and then I got accepted. And then I wondered what the heck I had gotten myself into applying to go live at a convent for 3.5 weeks. So then I did some the most research I could possibly do. I actually met somebody who had done the same program and that I was doing. And my oblate friend gave me a copy of, oh no, it's upside down. A Journey Just Begun. It's a book about the Sisterhood of St. John the Divine. It's their history. It's a beautiful, gorgeous book. I highly recommend if you want to learn about the sisters. And then I read a book by Jane Christmas, I believe her name is. I may have her name totally wrong, but she had done this program several years prior, and she wrote a book about a little bit about her experience and then her travels with other communities. So anyway, I got to the convent, and the program was fantastic. The convent is such a peaceful place, and it's not just peaceful physically, it's peaceful emotionally and peaceful spiritually. And so I'm going to include some photos of the convent so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like. Each day, we'd wake up, we'd have breakfast, and then we'd go to morning prayer, and then we'd have about half an hour break, and we'd meet and we'd have a class. And classes varied on all kinds of things, different topics of prayer, discernment. We had an art retreat, all kinds of really amazing things. If you saw my labyrinth video, the labyrinth that I did on plexiglass that I showed, that we did there on our labyrinth day. And then after our class, we'd usually maybe have a few minutes break and go have lunch. And then we would have noon Eucharist and then lunch. And then we'd have about an hour rest time. And then we would have some jobs around the convent that we would do. And then it would be time for evening prayer. And then dinner. And then we were all on rotation for cleanup after dinner. And then we'd have some free time. Sometimes we had some activities, but often our evening would be free time until Compline. And then after Compline, it was just kind of peaceful time to be quiet. a lot of the women in my program would sometimes meet up in the kitchen and have a little bit of late night fellowship, which was fun. And I got to know some fantastic, fabulous women. And all of the women in my group had beautiful, fantastic, wonderful personalities, and all had wonderful gifts to offer. And it was just a blessing to get to know them. And I also got to get a small glimpse into the sisters' lives and kind of get to know some of them. And so that was very, very interesting. The sisters were so hospitable, and they were so patient, opening their home up to 10 crazy women. And so thank you, sisters, for opening your home up to me. I appreciate it so much, and the experience was phenomenal. And I recommend it to all Christian women out there that are discerning something in their lives. And for more information on the Sisters of St. John the Divine, I will include some links in the description. And as always, if you liked my video and you want to hear more crazy stories, please like and subscribe to this video, and I will see you next time.